Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner, you may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
Mic check. 1, 2. Are we recording? Hi, I'm Michelle Bernstein, an award-winning chef, restaurateur, and mom. I have a lot on my plate, including my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. That's why I was prescribed Cosentyx. It helps me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some were fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
Hello, everyone. It's time for Vanished Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 438, season 18. Today's date is May 27, 2025, and welcome to the show. On today's program, I'm going to talk about something unusual. I'm going to talk about my favorite hot dog brands from the 1970s. Oh, I love hot dogs. There were so many. Some have gone. Some have remained. So I will try and remember as much as I can of the brands that were on the market. Also, I found a 1975 menu from Wieboldt's department store, and they had restaurants there. I don't know if all the stores did. I know the one in Fort City did, and the one downtown. I'm not sure about the other locations. So I'm going to read off a menu of that and see what was on it during the mid-1970s. So that's very interesting. Right now, we're going to go into a commercial break. And this program is brought to you by Ballpark Franks. How appropriate for this show. They plump when you cook them. And this commercial is from the mid-1970s. So sit back and relax, and I'll be right back with the rest of the show, folks. Thank you.
Ballpark Franks, they plump when you cook them. Ballpark Franks, when the Franks cook bigger, you gotta figure they're Ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them. Ballpark Franks.
Ballpark Franks are plump full of juicy red beef, lean meaty pork, and young tender veal, so they plump when you cook them.
Those Franks on the fire getting longer and higher, they're Ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them. Ballpark Franks.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Ballpark Franks. Oh, that was funny. It's on YouTube if you do a search. They plump when you cook them. Boom, 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 Ballpark Franks. I remember the song. Yeah, like that. There's a commercial there on YouTube also that features Red Fox from Sanford and Son, and he does a dual role. I remember that one as well, so that was pretty cool. And so Ballpark Franks, let's see. So they were introduced in 1958. The previous owner was High Grade Food Products. I remember High Grade. You know, they had some other types of meat like that. And it was popularized in 1958 by the Detroit Tigers. Detroit, of course. And they're still around. I have not had one in a long, long time. The owner of the high-grade food products there was a man named Hugo Slotkin. And he provided hot dogs for Tiger Stadium, in Detroit. They call it Briggs Stadium now, I think. I don't know. I don't follow baseball much. So I remember those type of hot dogs when I was a kid. I begged my mom to buy them because I saw them on TV, and she did buy them, and we had them. I don't know if we had them on the grill. Probably, yeah. I think we did, and also cook, boil them or broil. We do that. So it was kind of. So they were very good. I don't know what they taste like now. I have no idea. Okay, I will get to today's topic in a moment, but first I want to do a recap of what I'm going to do. Not a recap, but I'm going to talk about what I'm going to talk about today. Excuse me. I will talk about my favorite brands of hot dogs in the 1970s when I was a kid, and also I will read off a 1975 menu from Wieboldt's department store. They had a restaurant there. I don't know what the name of the restaurant is called, but I'll get to that later. Before I get started, let me give you a quick update. What's going on? I have one doctor's appointment. I'm going to the urologist Thursday. He's going to do a psych. I forgot what that's called. That's like examine your bladder, see if it's okay. Because I'm still having bathroom issues. I've had it years. I hope it's getting better, but it's the same. But it's not life-threatening or anything like that. It's just it's a nuisance. That's what it is. You don't hear that word very often. You don't hear that. No, not nuisance, but it is to me. Okay, and next chemo treatment is June 9th. That's about a couple weeks away. So it'll be the third one. I hope it works. All right. Right now we're going to talk about hot dogs. My earliest memories of hot dogs were when I was very little. I think my mom bought Oscar Mayer, and she used to cut them in little pieces for me and my brothers, to eat. And she would take like the fork, feed it to us, little ones, not when we were babies. I mean, when we were like, 2 or 3. So, sometimes when I ate hot dogs when I was a kid, I didn't use a bun. I just slice them and just eat them with a fork like that. I had about 2 of those like that. So the first brand she bought was Oscar Mayer. They're still around. I don't know if they're most popular, but they still crank them out. They make them in regular beef, which is good. Let's see what. Sometimes with cheese, which I don't like cheese in them. One time my mom bought them by mistake. She didn't read the label, and they're like, "Oh, these have cheese in them." And I said, "No, never again." Other brands I remember were Vienna beef. She didn't buy those when we were kids. We eat them now. We had them yesterday in our barbecue. They were so good on the grill. Oh, you put them in a hot dog bun, and you put mustard. I know the ketchup thing, but sometimes I do put ketchup with mustard. It is delicious. I don't care what people say. Some joker on the internet started this. I don't know who it was. If I find out, I'll kill him. Because it's ridiculous, but when I go to Portillo's sometimes or a hot dog place, I request ketchup with mustard and onions, and it's good. That's all right. I don't care. You eat what you eat. You don't let anyone dictate to you. That's crazy. Okay, and let's see what else are the brands. There was Corn King. I remember the commercials with the scarecrow. There was Thorn Apple Valley. They still make that. Corn King, I don't think so. I think they stopped a while back, maybe in the 2000s or something like that. But Thorn Apple Valley, sort of around, but I remember they advertised on TV a lot. Let's see what else. There was Armour hot dogs, with that famous song, hot dogs, Armour hot dogs. Oh, you can't get it out of your mind. There's a ton of commercials on TV you could follow. Well, not a ton, but there's a few. They were very popular. I haven't had an Armour hot dog in a long, long time. It's been ages. Okay. So, let's see what else. Oh, I had one other memory, and I'll get to that in a moment. I'm trying to remember. Let's see what else brands they had. Of course, Ballpark Franks. They had from grocery stores, supermarkets. Their brand. Like for example, Jewel. I posted this picture yesterday. This is from a newspaper from the Chicago Tribune. And it was called Jewel Hardwood Smoked Hot Dogs. I think my mom bought these once or twice. I don't remember, but they were not bad. Also, Dominic's had their own brand. Maybe National Foods, most likely, like that. Or what other stores like that? Or Omni. Remember Omni stores? Omni Foods? I'm trying to think what else. Those high-grade hot dogs. Oh, there was also, I totally forgot about this, Swift Premium Franks from Swift Premium Company, and my mom bought those once. They weren't bad, but that's an older brand that's been around since, I don't know, the early 20th century. I think they had their headquarters here in Chicago. And I'm trying to think what other brands I could think of. So as the years went on, I've eaten all hot dogs all my life, but brands come, brands go, like that. Right now, a couple of brands that I didn't have when I was a kid and are available now. One is Nathan's, but that's in New York. The first time I had a Nathan hot dog was in New York City. I went there many, many years ago, and all I heard was Nathan's. And, I used to get a hot dog from the vendors on the street. They were good. A lot of people think it's crappy, but when you're in New York and you're on the go and you're hungry, you don't want to go to a sit down restaurant. This is cheaper. Just go to a vendor and request a hot dog. You put whatever toppings you want, any condiments, boom. You're all set. So I had Nathan's for the first time. And then when they were available in Chicago, we started buying them. My brother bought these when he was in California. And he noticed them and he bought them and he loved them. He loved them so much. And I do too. Oh, they're very good. I know it's a New York brand, but they're delicious. Another brand, Hebrew National. I don't know what they're exactly from, but the first time I had those, I used to go to Comic-Con in San Diego every year during the 2000s when I worked at America's Best Travel, and they had them available there, and I tried one for the first time, and it was good. Oh, I love them. They are available in stores if you want to buy them. They're a little expensive, but they're delicious. So, hot dogs are a great meal. You have them at the ballparks. I haven't had a hot dog at a ballpark since I was a kid. The last time I went to a ballpark was at Wrigley Field in the early 2000s. Yeah, it was like early 2000s. And did I have a hot dog? No, I did not. I don't think so. No, I had lunch at the Stadium Club. And so I never had a hot dog there. Maybe I did when I went to Comiskey Park in the 70s. They had Greek night there. We went with another family, and that was fun. That was a fun time. Okay. One last thing I want to mention. There was a company called Presto. I don't know if it's still around. They used to make the Presto burger and other appliances. They had a Presto hot dogger. I never owned this appliance, but I remember you used to stick the hot dogs in this contraption, and then you plug it in, and then it comes out, and it comes out all steamy, like a hot dog vendor. I never had this, and I wish I could find a commercial, but there isn't. They have the Presto Burger commercial. I got it, but it's not appropriate for this show. So the hot dog are, and you can find them on eBay if you want to buy one, if it's still in good condition. But I'm sure they have some fancy contraption now that you can steam hot dogs or cook them. I'm sure there is. You can find them on Amazon like that. If I forget one more brand of hot dog that's no longer around or it's still around, you can mention it in the in the comments below when I post them on my social media accounts, if you like. Okay. Right now, I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, I'm going to read off a 1975 menu from Wieboldt's department store, and it's from their restaurants. So sit back and relax, and let's go back to the 1970s again. Thank you.
ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track. And ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
Fellas, you know Degree Cool Rush deodorant, right? Well, last year they changed the formula, and guys were mad about it. One dude even started a petition. So guess what? Degree heard us, admitted they messed up, and brought the original Cool Rush scent back exactly how it was. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So grab some and remember why its cool, crisp, and fresh scent made it the #1 men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory for all of us.
Okay, everyone, I am back. Now we're going to go... I'm going to read off a 1975 menu from the Wieboldt's department store. They did have restaurants. Wieboldt's department store. We all miss this department store very well. And it was a cool store. It was not too expensive. You had a choice, either Marshall Field's, Carson Perry Scott, or the store. Excuse me. So according to Department Store Museum Blogspot.com, the State Street store, so they did have a restaurant there that was on the 9th floor, and it was called the Wabash Grill, and also the Travertine Room. I think that's what it is. I don't know if that's a restaurant. I'm not sure. Anyway, what I remember when I lived in the Ashburn neighborhood, and 50 years ago, I was a kid. Fort City Mall had Wieboldt's there. It was there since the beginning, which is the 60th anniversary coming up in August. So I'm going to plan something. I'll plan a video. I'll put some things together, and so. I remember when I applied there at least 2 or 3 times, during high school when I was at Bogan. I never got the job, but there were a lot of kids that I knew did work there. And I remember the restaurant, and I think I applied there for a busboy or something over there, maybe a cashier. I don't know. And I think it was called the Tavern or something. I don't remember. I think other people do. They did have a restaurant. Now, this menu, I don't know which location it was from. I have no idea. So it could have been the one in Oak Park. That's on Harlem Avenue in Oak Park River Forest. That borders that. It could be Old Orchard in Skokie. I don't know. Or River Oaks in Calumet City. I don't know. It doesn't say. So I found this menu on eBay a few days ago. And I'm going to read off the menu, and it's very pretty, nice and green. It's like St. Patrick's Day. So here we go. Let's see what we got. Let's see. So the first items we got is the salad buffet, and it was Wieboldt's famous fruit salad, and of course, what fruit salad is. Also, I had a tomato surprise. I don't think they do tomato surprises today. I'm not sure. So tomato surprise is like a whole tomato and it's a rosette. So I think it's like carved or sliced like a rose like that, or rosette, like a shape. Filled wedges with turkey or tuna fish, salad, hard-boiled egg, wedges, vegetable garnish, or roll or rye crisp. They also have a chef's salad, special salad. It's like a chef's salad. You put like ham and cheese, like Julienne Swiss cheese, a choice of any dressing you want, French or Thousand Island. They also have an appetizing health bowl, and it's just full of vegetables, lettuce, tomato, cottage cheese. So that's like a diet plate, like that. So just be aware, this is from 1975. So here is a special. This is a hot Reuben sandwich, corned beef, sauerkraut, and Swiss cheese, wedge of dill pickle, and tossed salad. It costs $2.25. That's not bad. Also underneath it has waistline slimmers. It had deluxe choice broiled chopped beef, hard-boiled egg with cottage cheese, $2.25. Same price. Also baked fish amadine with citrus sauce. And you either get vegetable, jello, or cottage cheese. Same price. They had waffle specials, golden brown crisp cream waffles served with creamy butter with crisp bacon strips. From the sandwich board, they had hamburger. It was open-faced toasted bun. You can have it with American cheese, with fries, or coleslaw. And they had a Wieboldt's open-faced sandwich. That's slices of turkey with Swiss cheese, tomato, and lettuce, and a Thousand Island dressing. That sounds good, but it had rye bread, which I'm not crazy about. Maybe I could, if I was there, I suggest, I could request white. Also, Triple Decker Club. That's like, it's a sliced turkey with baked, it's BLT with mayonnaise, grilled cheese and tomato, open face, tuna fish salad sandwich, cream cheese, olive, and nut sandwich, baked ham, corned beef on rye, hot pineapple turkey salad sandwich. I wonder how that tastes. I like pineapple. I really do. BLT sandwich, sliced turkey, cold roast beef sandwich. I don't know if you want to request hot, maybe. An egg salad sandwich. Okay, and it's served with fries or onion rings. Okay, that's good. Here you go. They also had enjoy a cocktail. The usuals: martini, Manhattan, old-fashioned, whiskey sour, Rob Roy, a daiquiri, Brandy Alexander, Bloody Mary, Tom Collins, Harvey Wallbanger, or you have scotch or bourbon, whiskey, brandy, cognac. They had wine, glass of wine. They had beer, domestic or imported, and a kitty cocktail. Yeah, okay. So the wines they had was Almaden. That's what it's called. It's from California. It's Burgundy, Rosé, or Chablis. And the beverages they had: coffee, Senka, orange pico tea, iced tea, hot chocolate milk, Stasim milk. I think that's diet. I think that's Hawthorne Melody, or is it Bowman? I don't know. I forgot. They had malted milk, milkshakes, Diet Cola, Coca-Cola, 7-Up. Okay, they had that. All right. So they had a la carte selections like deluxe choice broiled chopped beef, any way you want it, with onion slice, with fries, or with a salad. Choice butt steak, same thing, broiled to order. Same side dishes. Wieboldt special turkey pot pie. It was made with turkey, fresh vegetables, topped with a flaky pastry round. And you have a jello salad, whipped cream, dressing. That's what I say. Hot beef sandwich au jus, served on white bread, same sides. Golden fried chicken, it was served with potatoes and coleslaw. Side dishes, you can have a tossed salad, jello mold, cottage cheese, or coleslaw. Now, the tossed salad and jello mold is 50 cents. Cottage cheese is 40 cents. Also coleslaw. Here we go. My favorite part, desserts. They had fruit pie of the day. I'm sure they had apples, cherry, strawberry, whatever, peach, French cheesecake, a hot fudge sundae, creme de menthe sundae. Oh, that sounds good. I like that. They had ice cream, vanilla, club chocolate, or special ice cream of the day, or sherbet. They had cream pie of the day, so I'm sure they had coconut or chocolate. They had cake of the day, whatever it was. Maybe carrot cake or chocolate cake. You know, strawberry shortcake with whipped cream. Oh, that sounds good. They had sodas, Jello with whipped cream, chocolate sundae, creme de cocoa parfait. So that sounds good. Coconut ball and chocolate sauce. And they also had sherbet. And they also, at the bottom of the menu, they said, if you have a birthday or anniversary, just let the staff know and they bring you a big birthday cake. So that's fun. So I never eaten at Wieboldt. I wish I did. That would have been cool. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So that's a shame. Okay. So that's it for this show. I'll do a recap of what I talked about. I talked about my favorite hot dog brands from the 1970s when I was a kid. Also, I read off a 1975 menu from Wieboldt's department store from their restaurant in Chicago. This podcast. One last thing before I wrap up. When I cut off at the first part of the podcast, there's a little dead air, so don't worry about it. I'm okay. All right. So this podcast will be published later on today, wherever podcasts are found: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Breaker, Overcast, Good Pods, Podbean. There's a lot of them. I think there's another app called Podcast Addicts. Or Pod Addicts, I'm not sure. Someone mentioned that to me. If you have those apps on your phone or your tablet or your desktop, click on them and tap follow. You'll receive a notification of the latest episodes. You can listen to the previous episodes if you like. They're all there. Also be on my blog, vanishchicagoland.blog. They're all listed. If you have an email, you can subscribe or you receive a notification for the latest episode. Whatever's easier. Also, it's on my YouTube channel. And again and again and again and again, people always ask me, where do I find your podcast? Where do I find your podcast? You can find it on YouTube. Do a search, Vanish Chicagoland Stories, or my name, Pete Costanis. Click subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. You can listen. You receive a notification for the latest episode. You can listen to all the previous episodes if you like. They're all there. Just be careful. If you can't listen to one, let me know, because a couple of people have emailed me and tell me I can't listen to it because it's private. Sometimes YouTube does goofy stuff. It keeps switching from private to public. So let me know. And I always double check. If it's public, anyone can listen. Okay. And it'll also be shared on my social media accounts: Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Blue Sky, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. Okay. So you can tap on those apps on your phones or your tablet, or your desktop. If you have CarPlay, you can listen to your car, mostly Spotify, I imagine. Or you can listen on your TV. You can stream it. If you have a Spotify account, you can listen on TV, at your convenience. You can lie down and listen to me. Just relax. Okay. I will probably do another podcast maybe Saturday. I might have plans, but it's possible. We'll see. Probably, I'm sure for this weekend I will do one or two. We'll see about that. Okay. So this is Pete Costanis, your host for Vanish Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. Today is not a bad day. It's a little cool. Yesterday was nice. It was a little cool, but we barbecued. So it was a great barbecue. So hopefully you'll be warmed up in the weekend. So, and just enjoy your day. Here's bye-bye for me, and here's a little traveling music from our favorite person in the whole wide world, Ray Rayner, saying bye, bye, bye. Take care, everyone, and so long.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.